Hello, in this video we're going to talk about a recursive definition of a string. So let's begin. We're going to begin with a set of characters. So given a list of symbols, and we'll label these symbols A1, A2, A3, all the way up through A sub M. Given a list of symbols A1, A2, all the way up through A sub M, a string of these symbols can be defined in the following way. So a string of these symbols is, here it is. Here's the definition. Here's the recursive definition of a string. So we've got two base cases. I'll label those B1 and B2. And so one option for the base case is that we're talking about the empty string. So we could begin with an empty string, and we'll denote the empty string. Oops, let me get rid of that errant mark. We'll denote the empty string with a lambda symbol. So empty string, which is denoted lambda. Or another base case, any symbol A sub I. And then for the recursive step, we've got x, y. So that's the concatenation or the sticking together of x with y, where the x and the y are strings. So as an example of how this might work, you can imagine if you have a list of symbols. Let's say our symbols look like some letters like A, B, C, but you could have some other symbols in there like the number 4 and the asterisk. So that's another symbol. Okay, so let's imagine that we start building strings. We'll begin with a symbol like 4, and we can concatenate 4 with any other strings that we've built. And so, for example, another string we could build here is 4A. That's the concatenation of the 4 and the A. And once we've built that string, we could make even more strings. Like we could build 4A4, because that's the concatenation of 4A with 4. And we could even build up more strings by saying, hey, here's a string. Let's make a new string by sticking together two of the strings we already know and love. And so we could keep building up and making new strings.